The most distressing images coming in from the cities of Ukraine, of those battered tanks, the corpse of a soldier, the humanitarian crisis in the cities of this country, all of it, playing out with each passing minute, the war machine rumbling just a little bit louder. In just a moment from now, we'll have the 10 most haunting images that have come in just the last 1 hour. Akshita, me and Gaurav have been sifting through all the images that India Today's cameras have captured, and I can tell you it is a difficult process to decide which ones to show you, because many of these images are extremely disturbing. The costs and the true brutality of conflict and war, not something to glorify, not something to praise at all. This is something that should have been a last resort, but Putin's war machine relentlessly encircling the cities of Ukraine, paralyzing a proud country, bringing it to its knees in an effort to coerce and create regime change. Gaurav, what about Mariupol itself? That image of you, Gaurav, yesterday, that image of you, and I'm going to ask our producers to pull out that particular image which ran in our headline of Gaurav reporting while there was shelling sound right in the background. I want to pull that out. Producers are going to tell me when we have it. But Gaurav, what's the situation in Mariupol right now?
This is Mariupol. You hear
calm since last night. Just at the time when it was anticipated that situation will worsen, and these 24 hours, last night and this time was supposed to be early this morning. The apprehension was that there would be fierce fighting and Russian forces would be moving in after ensuring that the airfield here had been completely destroyed. Late last night, when we were reporting, a lot of equipment, men and material moved to the borders to resist what was possibly, the route of the Russian assault. So eerily calm as of now, but several locals we were speaking to, they have left the city. They left the city because they were told, or they were under the impression that something drastic is going to happen overnight or early this morning. And that is why all of us woke up very early this morning in an effort that should there be a need to evacuate or move to a safer area, we should be prepared. So, even though it was barely 3 in the morning here, people are up and about preparing for any eventuality, but so far it's eerily calm, Shiv.
I want to play out that video which has been picked up by international agencies as well, of Gaurav reporting for us yesterday. Akshita and I were with him from here while shells were landing not far away from him in Mariupol. Just take a listen to this sequence. Really, really scary stuff.
The military movement that's taking place towards the Ma'am, you've been standing in this queue for quite some time now. Military presence in this area. You can look at bombed and pockmarked houses here. But what you can also see is movement of the Ukrainian army in this area. Ukrainian army movement has... This is Mariupol. You hear a series. Hear this sound. Hear this sound. This is Mariupol. This is Mariupol. You hear a series. Hear this sound. Hear this sound. This is Mariupol.
Truly scary that that particular report that Gaurav filed for us really sums up what the situation is currently in Ukraine. People sitting in their homes are hearing those sounds right outside. And you can only imagine the fear that they have for the safety of themselves and their families. Shiv, Gaurav, both of you, of course, have reported on many such international conflicts in the past. I want to understand from you, how do things progress here? Because Russia has clearly stated right now that their focus today is on, going through and capturing Kyiv. Does that mean the end of Ukrainian resistance then?
Gaurav, that's to you. Gaurav, that's to you.
Samalot, you.
Right, Shiv, I thought you'll take it first. Akshita, you're absolutely right. Shiv and I have covered many conflicts together. We were in Libya covering the civil war there together at a time when, the MiG-27s of Colonel Gaddafi's Air Force, they were strafing and we were running away from that strafing, diving into a ditch. And this is equally scary, this situation here. Well, yes, they're moving, the Russian forces are moving straight towards Kyiv, but that doesn't mean that they will leave flanks unguarded. Wherever there are military concentrations, the effort appears to be to take down those military concentrations of the Ukrainian forces. Remember, the first thing that the Russian President Vladimir Putin said, he said his aim is to demilitarize Ukraine. And to demilitarize, it means they want to ensure that Ukraine does not have a potent army, navy or air force to be able to pose a challenge to Russia. Point one. Point two, Ukraine should be protected by Russia. So that is his aim. How successful will he be in achieving that aim remains to be seen, because these are just early days, barely 24 hours into this battle. They have moved in, but if they were thinking that there will be little or no resistance, there is resistance that's coming in from multiple directions, and not just in any one pocket, but almost across the country. Ostobel Airport, Shiv you and I were talking about that airfield where Antonov aircraft are made, a very, very crucial airbase. Russians yesterday were in control. Late last night, there was a fierce counter-attack, which means Russian reinforcements did not come in, and the troops who were holding ground, according to the Ukrainian Ministry of Defense, those troops were completely they were killed in action. They were killed while they're in a counter-attack mounted by the Ukrainian army. So this shows that Ukrainian army is putting up a stout defense. The fact that President Zelensky said Ukrainian army of 2022 is not the Ukrainian army of 2014 post-Crimea, they have learned, they've carried out extensive exercises with NATO forces. They're a professional army. They're now armed with, whether it's javelin missiles, other arms and ammunition provided by NATO countries. They are better prepared to defend their country. Shiv, of course, can share more details on the military balance and the fight back. Shiv.
Absolutely. We're gonna slip into a very short break, Gaurav, but you're right. The military balance, truly is what this is all about, or rather the lack thereof. There is no military balance whatsoever when you compare Russia and Ukraine. And, as Akshita was telling our viewers, in the absence of the NATO and the West actually deciding to step in, they're still kind of putting the pieces together. Yeah. There's so much shock and awe. Things have happened so fast, as Gaurav has been reporting from the ground. The West doesn't even have a plan in place. India Today is the only channel that's bringing you live, unrelenting coverage from the war zone itself. The places where the attacks are happening, we're taking precautions, but we believe it is important for us to be up close to bring you images of this war.